In this video, we are going to discuss about the introduction to Unit 2, that is design of flexural members, beams. So we call these beams as flexural members. So let me start with the definition of beam. What is a beam? Beam is a horizontal member which supports load acting on it in the transverse direction. All right, let me show you that in this given figure. So this is a simple beam and column setup, a frame, and this beam has an axis passing through the centroid of that beam, and that axis is nothing but the longitudinal axis, and the nature of force or the direction of load is going to be in the transverse direction, that is perpendicular to the longitudinal axis. This is what happens. This is the case of loading. This is how load acts on a beam. So we call this load as transverse load, which acts transverse. Let us look into the classification of beams. So the beams can be classified into two types. One is primary beam and secondary beam. Primary beam and secondary beam. So what do you mean by a primary beam and a secondary beam? When do you call a beam as main or primary beam, and when do you call it as a secondary beam? See, take a normal building frame. Just a normal building frame which consists of columns and beams which are made up of steel. And now, among all these setup, there is going to be few beams which run from column to column. కొన్ని బీమ్స్ మీకు కనబడతాయి. ఆ బీమ్స్ ఎట్లా ఉంటాయంటే కాలం నుంచి కాలంకి ఎక్స్టెండ్ అయి ఉంటాయి. Okay, remember there are other beams also that run from beam to beam. Okay, let me show you this. See, here is a column and here is a column. This is the top view of the column, and there is a beam running over these two columns. This is known as primary beam. But see here, there is another B column here, another column here, and there is a beam, there is a beam here, and there is a beam here. So totally there are four primary beams, four primary beams. Now, since the span is very high, in order to effectively transfer the loads coming from the slab to the beam, what I do is I construct other beams as being shown here. See, so if you see, these two beams are called as secondary beams. So what these beams are doing, these secondary beams, you can say that these beams are running from beam to beam, and these beams are meant to transfer the floor loading to the main beam. Floor యొక్క load లేకపోతే స్లాబ్ యొక్క లోడ్ ఇంక్లూడింగ్ ఇట్ సల్ఫేట్ అండ్ ది లైవ్ లోడ్, ఓకే, వాటిని ఎఫెక్టివ్గా మెయిన్ బీమ్కి లేకపోతే ప్రైమరీ బీమ్కి ట్రాన్స్ఫర్ చేయడమే ఈ యొక్క సెకండరీ బీమ్స్ యొక్క పర్పస్ అన్నమాట. Okay, so that is the difference between primary and secondary. And we call these primary beams sometimes as girders also. So girder is nothing but a beam, but these girders are the beams with a large cross-sectional area and dimensions, length. Okay, if the length and cross-sectional dimensions of the beam are very large, then you call that main or primary beam as girder. Okay, so let me give you the various types of beams that we come across when we are constructing the structure. The first one is floor beam. So if you consider a floor system, we have a network of beams. As you can see in this figure, the blue color is a beam, the red color is a beam, and the yellow color is the beam, and there are other beams also supporting members, secondary beams, and there are primary beams. If you see here, this blue color is nothing but main or primary beam. When this main beam or primary beam is supporting the floor, then such a main beam is called as floor beam. Okay, so now these floor beams supports the secondary beams, right? So you can say that I told you earlier that secondary beams run from beam to beam, ఒక మేజర్ బీమ్ నుంచి ఇంకో మేజర్ బీమ్ కి వెళ్తున్నాయి. సో సీ హియర్, దీస్ ఆర్ గోయింగ్ ఫ్రమ్ బీమ్ టు బీమ్. Okay, of course here this is a overhanging portion, uh, cantilever slab, but in general these secondary beams run from main beam to main beam. Okay, and coming to the second one, girder, as I told you earlier, girders are same as floor beams. Okay, they are also beams, but they have a larger cross sectional area compared to any beam. Okay, you can see this kind of girders in our concrete structures also. Third one is GIRT, GIRT, a horizontal member fastened to and spanning between peripheral columns of an industrial building. What are peripheral? These are outer. Peripheral ante outer columns of industrial structures ki fasten చేయబడి ఒకదాని నుంచి ఇంకో దగ్గరికి స్పాన్ ఉంటుందన్నమాట. See here, this is a column. This is an outer column and this is an outer column in this structure. Please see the below diagram. And now see here, there are horizontal members that are running from outer column to another outer column, right? And these horizontal members are fastened, that is fixed to these columns, right? So these horizontal members which are fixed or fastened and spanning between the outer columns of an industrial structure are nothing but grid. So you can see here grid. Okay, so this is nothing but these horizontal members are nothing but grid. So what is the purpose of grid? See here, in steel structure we go for sheeting, metal sheeting to cover the surface, right? And these cover sheets are just like walls, so they have to be bolted to the structure. These are wall claddings. These are metal sheets that acts as a wall to cover the structure, just like walls. Now, 4, 5 and 6, joist, purlin and rafter. These are the members. So what is a joist? This joist is a beam supporting the floor construction but not a major beam. See here, this is the floor, right? And this is the joist, which is a horizontal member supporting the floor here. And this is not a main beam. And what is a purlin? Purlin is the horizontal member which are perpendicular to the direction of the joist. A rafter is a roof beam usually supporting purlins. So these are the rafters which supports this purlins. So seventh one is lintels. Lintel is a beam member used to carry loads over wall openings. So you see these lintels at your windows and the doors, right? In your even in the residential building, we construct a lintel beam, right, with concrete. But of course, in case of steel structures, we have steel lintels. And eighth one, spandrels. So spandrels are nothing but the beams at the floor level of the building, but they are the exterior beams which carry part of window loads and floor loads and exterior walls. And what is the last one? Stringers. So stringers are nothing but the members used in bridges, and they are beams which are parallel to the traffic to carry the deck slab. They will be connected by transverse floor beams. If you see in this figure, this is the bridge, a steel structure, and in this picture, the stringers are these. These are stringers. The direction of traffic is in this way, right? So in the direction of traffic, these stringers are going to be there in this manner. So these are the different types of beams which we come across.